Welcome to the first lesson of the online series titled Falling into Freedom. This lesson is called Think Again. Compared to any other creature on Earth, humans look pretty smart. No other animal has been able to create the kind of technology humans enjoy. We're the only ones, right? This is pretty obvious. We can fly in flying machines. We can scan the internet. We can build shelters made of highly sophisticated materials. We can communicate endlessly through our expanded imagination. Wow! Compared to the rest of nature, we look really smart. We don't just look human, we look superhuman. So what makes us so different from the rest of nature? Well, we think. We think a lot. We think about the weather. We think about lunch. We think about our silly political leaders. We think about other planets and other galaxies. We think about the fight we had with our partner last night. We think about the past, and then we think about the future. But rarely do we just sit and enjoy doing nothing. Just sitting and being. Fortunately and unfortunately, we have been born into a technological culture. We are locked onto a technological treadmill. In order to thrive on this technological treadmill, we must engage the mind. We must plan ahead. We must manipulate the latest technology. We must multitask. We must think and think and think and think. And when we get a moment where we don't have to think, we do it anyway because we are so addicted to thinking, we would go nuts if we didn't. So what's going on here? Here we are, the smartest creature on Earth. We have this incredible mind to think and develop our destinies with. We can think ourselves to the far edges of the solar system. But still, we haven't found a way to be comfortable with the thinking that allows us to do this. Thinking is our greatest tool. Thinking is our greatest entertainment. And thinking is driving us nuts. So what's the problem with thinking? Are we too smart or not smart enough? Would we be happier being a dolphin or a chimpanzee? Perhaps, but we are who we are. We are human. We depend upon thinking to survive, so there must be another way. Many spiritual traditions passed down through the ages recommend ways of turning off the thinking mind. Through intense and elaborate practice, maybe we can find the mute button on the remote control and turn off the chatter. Or if we can't turn it off, at least maybe we can turn down the volume. I've tried many of these practices, some more successfully than others. I experienced samadhis and limitless states of being. It was a lot of work and occasionally a lot of fun. But after much practice and letting go, after a lot of honest and earnest self-examination, I realized something peculiar. I realized I was trying to calm my thinking because I thought thinking was the problem. Because somehow I felt disconnected. I thought I had to tame my thinking. Because so many spiritual traditions recommend calming the mind, I should do what they say, yes? Well, thinking is not the problem. We only think thinking is the problem. Because we are addicted to thinking, we now identify with the content of our thinking. And because thinking has been so effective in manipulating our lives, we believe it to be the ultimate reality of our lives. It's as though we have gone to the theater and become so absorbed by the acting on stage that we have come to believe we are the actors. We have placed the cart before the horse, the egg before the chicken. We have forgotten the thinking mind is just a tool, an agent of entertainment, a magician who has stolen the show. Well, the real problem lies just one layer deeper than thinking. What we suffer more than thinking is the lost connection to where our thinking comes from. We have lost conscious connection with the source that gave us the ability to think in the first place. We have come to believe the images of our minds are the sole creators of our existence. But the truth is, we are so much more. Once we remember the source from where the mind arises, once we recognize that thinking is just a smokescreen obscuring something much deeper, once we know that the images of the mind are a hallucination of an intellectually obsessed animal, then thinking is no longer a problem. Then thinking can be enjoyed for what it is. It can facilitate our lives. It can project into the future or wallow into the past. It can go wherever it wants to or needs to. But you are not fooled. You have discovered something much deeper, more real, more sacred, more connected. You have sensed the perfection, and you have come to fully accept the beauty of imperfection. This sounds a little complicated, but in truth it is very simple. So simple that anyone can realize it. This is freedom. This is the beginning of a whole new way to live. This is what you are always looking for while being distracted by everything else. This is your destiny.